How to plant and grow beautiful bearded iris. Bearded irises are relatively easy garden plants to grow and will give good results with a minimum of care, but like all plants, the better the culture, the more magnificent the display. The following instructions are easy to implement and should lead to beautiful iris blooms year after year. When to plant. For best results, plant iris rhizomes in July, August, or September. This is also the best time since plants are normally dormant during the heat of July and August. You may want to divide and replant iris that have become overcrowded, which is usually after 3 to 5 years. It is important that the roots of newly planted irises be well established before the end of the growing season. Plant your iris at least 4 to 6 weeks before your first hard freeze or killing frost. Where to plant. Irises require at least a half day, 6 to 8 hours of direct sunlight. Some afternoon shade is beneficial in extremely hot climates, but in general, irises do best in full sun. Iris will grow in deep shade, but probably not flower. Provide your irises with good drainage. A raised bed or planting on a slope are ideal places to plant iris. Good air circulation is essential, and water should not stand in beds. Soil preparation. Bearded irises will thrive in most well-drained soils. If you have heavy soil, adding humus, compost, or other organic material will improve drainage. Gypsum is an excellent soil conditioner that can improve most clay soils. The ideal pH for irises is 6.8, slightly acidic, but irises are quite tolerant of less than perfect soils. Lime may be added to acidic soils, and sulfur may be added to alkaline soils. Have your soil tested before making any correction. Planting depth. Plant your rhizomes at or just barely below the surface of the ground. Irises should be planted so the tops of the rhizomes are visible and the roots are spread out facing downwards in the soil. However, in extremely hot climates or with very light soils, cover rhizomes with up to 1 inch of soil. Tamp the soil firmly to anchor the rhizomes until new roots begin to grow, and water well. It is a common mistake to plant irises too deeply. Basic planting steps. Step 1. Build up a small mound of soil in the center of the planting hole. Step 2. Center the rhizome on the soil mound and spread out the roots on either side. Step 3. Firm the soil around the roots. Newly planted rhizomes should be watered thoroughly. Be patient. Irises are perennials and require time to grow. New growth may be noticeable within 2 to 3 weeks, and it begins with a new center leaf in the fan. Depending upon the maturity of the rhizome and the geographical location, there may or may not be blooms the first spring.